if I have 50 people watching, or if I have whatever I have watching, and I stop streaming for a second to call somebody, I'm gonna drop down to 0 viewers every time, and they just gonna be watching something else. While I just kind of wish, I ain't gonna fuss about it. I just kind of wish you would just realize it. I'm going to pick her up. Anyway, you see here, I've got water being pumped from the pond into here, filling this up. And there's mosquito fish in here, but the levels dropped low. So I'm pumping water in here. And I'm wanting the water level of the pond to drop quite a bit, actually, because I want to be able to go along the edges of it and dig. Like once it drops, once the pond level over there, that other pond, you know, once that pond level drops down to like this, then I can dig all that dirt out and pile it up here, you know, at the other pond. So hello, Crow. I got a buddy out there. He's up there on that limb over there. I'm gonna get these crows to be my friends. I'm gonna be looking like Odin. But what was I saying? I think I got all the chickens. Hey. What was I? Dang, I forgot what I was saying. I gotta go pick up Brittany. Now she works like right about where I'm at. It ain't gonna take long to pick her up. I just gotta turn off the water. But hey, you want some attention, Mr. Crow? Where'd you go? He was in a tree really close by. I forgot what I was gonna. Every time I turn away. Anyway, I would like to be able to stay out here and fill this up till it fills all this up, but I ain't gonna have time to do that. I ain't gonna never have time really to do as much as I would want to do ever, no matter what. I wish I could be immortal. I could really get a lot done. But anyway, I need this water level up higher because I don't need it dropping too low and killing the mosquito fish. And I need the other pond drop low so that I can dig out around the outside. You know, that dirt that's up underneath the pond is more clay-like than the dirt higher up in elevation around the pond. So by dropping the pond level low and then digging a trench all the way around the edge, that allows the pond to hold more water. So in the future, it's not going to dry out as much. And then that dirt that's dug out of that, it will be put on like as a, you know, it'll be in a circle up higher in elevation. And that will, instead of when the pond level rises, it just soaking into the dirt and leaking out, it'll hold up to a higher level. And I can keep repeating this process in the year, like every time during the dry season, I can dig it out and pile it up on the berm. And then during the wet season, it will fill up to that level and hold. And just by repeating this process, it'll make a tier-terrant system, you know, at where the pond level will be able to rise, and I'll be able to shape the I'll be able to shape it at the same time to where it's got a step type elevation, which is good for not drowning. You know, if somebody falls in the pond, they can walk out of it like stairs. And so, you know, when I get this level, drop down to here, I'll dig all this out, and then I'll make a raised place here. And then when these leaves and stuff move down, they're caught. They don't keep going into the pond. And, you know, I don't, like I said before, I don't want none of these oak leaves building up tannins in the pond. And then, I mean, eventually, I want to heat up the land around the pond by getting rid of the shade. At the same time, the roots can undermine the dam. And it's just, there's a lot of factors to take into consideration. And I'm kind of learning as I go too. I'm no expert in it, but those soils that are dug up from the pond and put on the berm and put in terraces, there are certain types of plants that I will grow in it, and it's very good for the soil. I got a big mess to clean up out here, but the fall's coming, the winter's coming, it's gonna dry up, and I'm gonna get me a lawnmower and cut all this stuff up for hay for the chickens. There's some squash. I've done ate enough squash. I'm letting all the rest go to seed for next year. It's time to pick up Brittany. I've been missing her. I need to get to the house anyway. But I love Brittany so much. You know, I do sometimes. Sometimes it's like, you know, we get along, but just, you know, there's about 3 days out of 28 that there's a chance that there might be a little bit of conflict. But besides that, you gotta love women. Life would be boring without them. But man, when she's sweet, she's so sweet. But when she's on her period, she's angry or sad. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to. Oh, I accidentally beat the horn. It's kind of hard to know. Like, dude, I don't want her to be sad, but it's better for me than her being angry. But just remember, you know, if your wife is on her period, just remember it's temporary, and she's gonna get back to her sweet self. Now she's not. I don't know. I need to hush. I don't need to hush though, really. But anyway. Did I put the chainsaw in the truck? Because I just forget that all the time. Yeah, I put the chainsaw in the truck. I gotta remember to get the gun out of the truck. Keep the chainsaw thrust in the truck. It gotta be in the house. I need to get me some more gun oil too. You know, I got some friends. I ain't gonna get on that subject. I done talked about it. But you know, oh, now I want to say it. But I already said it in so many other videos. Why say it again? I'm just saying, I've got a rifle, I've shot rifles, I've hunted, and I don't think that's an entry wound. I think it's an exit wound, but I don't really know about that old Charlie. But there's some other, I don't know, I really don't know. Hello, hey Maria, hey, County. I'm in Willard County. I wonder if the camera is over the dash enough to see the road. Oh, it is. It is. See, I don't have nothing to mount it to, so I just got it balanced on the steering wheel column. I got to get a better setup. I also got to get little cameras put under the seat in places. I done caught him in the act, dude. One time I done caught a cop in the act and called him out trying to plant something, and he got scared once, you know, Brittany was like, drug test me, because I'm proud of her. We both, like, I don't smoke no more. We just sober. And they mad that I ain't getting into it. I've talked about it on other live streams. Mama's got her an ice cream shop now by the restaurant, and that'll be good on these hot days to come out here and get some ice cream. All right, I'm gonna show you once I get the keys out the ignition and everything, because they don't like me exposing them for their crimes, you know. Because you know, cops around here like. Especially McRae now. McRae, they corrupt. They're taking cuts of prostitution and drugs and sleeping with minors and asking minors to go to Atlanta with them and all kind of stuff. This is Lori's Dive-In. It's closed. Let me get it. See, I'm here in the greatest city in the world, live from the greatest city in the world. The one traffic light city, Alamo, Georgia. That's the famous traffic light. It's the only one. That's the only traffic light. That's the famous cat from the cat lady lives by the dog man. Brittany says don't call him the dog man. He's got a name, but I really don't know his name, and everybody calls him the dog man. He's got a lot of dogs. The cat woman's got a lot of cats. This is Lori's dive-in when it's closed, when the lights are off. That's Brittany. Hey, Brittany. That's my sweetheart. Lori's dive-in used to be Lori's beauty shack. And then she got tired of cutting hair, even though it made way more money than the restaurant. She got tired of doing it forever. And she made this the haircutting place, made the old haircutting place the restaurant, and made this ice cream shop that they're just been building it. They're not finished building it. Oh, I thought Noah was saying he got some ice cream. She must be serving some out the restaurant or something. I don't know what he's talking about. He was Snapchatting what's his name? Gabe. Mama's got, we grew up poor. I'm the oldest of 7. And Mama worked at the dollar store and Walmart and everything else. And now she's got trailers that she was renting out. She's got a restaurant, a beauty salon, a catering business, an ice cream shop. My daddy is, he's been steady getting promotions and moving from job to job, because he went from Turbo to Scientific Atlanta to Cisco. System Media something networks. I don't know where he works now. He was in the Air Force, but I'm proud of both of my parents. They was able to keep all 7 of us are alive and made it, and now they're doing pretty good. And hey, I'm live, but I'm about to get off the live stream. I got a bucket. I got 2 buckets. I didn't get the rest of the buckets. I'll get some water. There's a fire station. Those are the real heroes. Firemen. The firemen are the real heroes. They risk their life for people. They're not like the cops that just sort of hide away and keep where it's safe and take a cut of prostitution and drugs and plant drugs on people and assault people and bash that little black boy's head into the asphalt and put people in jail without charge and they die of cancer or not. They ain't like them. The firemen are the real heroes and they don't get enough credit. God bless our firemen. And there are a few good police. There's 3 good police, but God bless the firemen. They're really decent human beings. If you see a fireman, tell him thank you. And if you see a cop, be careful. Make sure you have a camera. Make sure you have hidden cameras in your car so you catch them when they're breaking the law, because they will break the law. Like O Patel, we had to get rid of him because he was messaging minors, trying to sleep with minors. That judge that got in trouble because he had child abuse porn on his phone? You got to watch them. They're criminals. They expert criminals. You got to be careful. But God bless our firemen. They really are the best. I love them. They serve and protect. So God bless the firemen. God bless the 3 good police. And fuck the rest of them. And maybe one day we'll get some decent people that are brave enough to really do a good job at the job. And maybe we'll get them in office and get these trucks out of here. God bless y'all. I gotta go.